Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Tamal, this is Chameleon. Welcome to BODHI. We're going to be doing a 30-minute practice entitled Fire Flow. Yeah, tells you what it's going to be. Let's begin in a child's pose. Come onto your hands and knees, tops of your feet flat on the mat. Sit on your heels, place your forehead to the earth. Arms extend forward or arms down by your sides. And we settle into the space. Letting the shins become heavy. The sit bones become heavy. Finding that softness in your lips, between your brow. And just bringing all of your extra awareness and attention to the inhales and the exhales. And slowly make that breath start to resemble the ocean rushing on and offshore. So that it becomes a little audible. And that ujjayi is going to remind you to breathe. It's going to be your own personal metronome throughout the practice. Let's stretch those arms forward. Let's tuck the toes. Let's find a downward facing dog. Getting right into it. You can pedal out the heels, shift your weight side to side. Do any fidgeting that you feel is progressive or conducive. I know Camille's ready. She just ate like 3 brownies right before she walked on her mat. She's pumped. We just make sure the legs are hips width, arms are shoulder width. The triceps are wrapping down and around. The belly is vacuuming in and the hips are moving back. And from here, let's come up high on your toes. I want you to round in your upper back. So you're creating a flexion and then you start to drift to plank. And when your shoulders land over the wrist, your back flattens out, plateaus. Boom. That's the sound I imagine it makes. Boom. And then downward facing dog. Come up high on the toes, round in the upper back, drift forward, flatten out, bang. There we are. Sometimes good to be silly. And then downward facing dog. One more, rise high on the toes, round out, drift forward, flatten out, yoink. And then downward facing dog. We're going to do that now, but we're not going to really do a chaturanga. We're going to do a tuck toes variation of an up dog. So rise high on the toes, round in the upper back, drift forward. As you plateau out, lower the hips an inch from the floor. Find an up dog with the toes still tucked. Yes. And then downward facing dog. We'll do it again. Rise high on the toes, round, drift forward, lower the hips. And then downward facing dog. Very nice. Let's do one more. Come up high on the toes, round out, drift forward, drop the hips, chest pulls out, and downward facing dog. Let's lift the right leg to the sky, bend the knee, open up your hip. Notice if your chest is getting a little lopsided, can you lift the left armpit more? Come up high on your left toes, take the right knee to your nose, shoulders are over the wrists. Pause. Take the right knee to the left elbow, to the right elbow, to the nose, extend it back, open the hip. Again, knee to nose, pause, left elbow, right elbow, to the nose, extend it back, on your own in that sequence for 30 seconds. Camille's leg was so long it almost tapped me in the nose just a second ago. I was like dodging it. Sometimes can be an occupational hazard teaching yoga. Let's meet with the leg extended back, the hip open. Lunge the right foot between your hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Climb onto the fingers. Let's steer your hips forward. Take the slouch out of the upper back. Let's reach your arms forward. Oh, firing it up. It's the kind of stuff Camille likes to teach, just like fire out the gate. Those are the kind of people who say, you want to go for a jog and it's a sprint. And let's come all the way up, crescent pose, reach to the sky. So we sink into the front knee, we soften the back knee, scoop the tailbone under so the frontal hip points lift, the low belly lifts. And front ribs are going to go in just a little bit. Now, I want you to take your right thumb and place it in the crease of your right hip. And press your right thigh bone down as you lean your torso to the right. So you're creating this lateral stretch on the left side of your body, stretching out all the tissue, everything that's visceral and superficial. Come back up to center, reach both arms to the sky, take your hands at prayer, hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, twist. Get the elbows stacked. Apply more pressure with your top hand down into the bottom hand, so that you get your thumbs closest to the heart center, the sternum. And then look to clip that inner left heel on the back wall. So the left leg's getting really long. And those of you who want more can always open your arms up. Completely up to you where you take it. Now, think crescent and inhale, come all the way up, reach to the sky. Pause here. I want you to think about a chair pose and then step your left foot to meet the right in Utkatasana. Now, because this is a fire-filled flow, it's going to be heated, we're going to do breath of fire, which requires sharp exhales all through your nose. So all you're going to think is exhale, 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 and let your belly pulse in with each of those exhales. So take an inhale. Here we go. Big inhale. Exhale, fold straighten the legs. Inhale, glance out. Then exhale, just step back to the top of a push-up and pause in your plank. Let's go to your forearms, Ardha Phalakasana. So if you want to interlace your fingers together, that's fine. Just make sure that your elbows aren't crazy wide apart. You want your elbows directly underneath the shoulder heads. People are like, I didn't even know my elbows could be crazy wild apart, but they can be. The triceps are wrapping back, the belly is pulling in, the tailbone is scooping under, the thigh bones are pressing up so the legs are nice and straight. And then we think dolphin. We walk our feet up about 12 inches so the hips start to stack more over the shoulders. You may need to walk them up more depending on how long your legs are. And then child's pose, lower the knees, sit on the heels, forehead to the earth. Big inhale through the nose here. Hold it at the top. Out of your mouth. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, downward facing dog. So let's lift the left leg up, let's bend the knee and open up the hip. Lift the right armpit, come up high on the right toes, take the knee to the nose, shoulders over wrist, pause to the right elbow. To the left, to the nose, extend it back, open the hip on your own just like that. So you're going to the nose, to the right, to the left, to the nose, and then back. And you're in control of the pace. You guys at home, you could be going faster, slower. You could just sit on your knees and watch what we're doing. We would never know. With the leg extended back, we'll lunge the foot between the hands, stay on the ball of the back foot, climb onto the fingers, steer the hips forward. Fire up the back leg, then reach your arms forward. Get those arms a little straighter. The triceps are wrapping down a bit more, so the palms start to angle up a little bit. And inhale, come all the way up, crescent pose. Sink into the front knee, soften the back knee. We're going to take the left thumb and clip it to the left hip, or the crease of that left hip. So you're pressing the left thigh bone down, and then you're going to lean your torso towards the left. Create the lateral stretch across the right side of the body. So you're opening up the straightest muscles, lat muscles, intercostal muscles. Let's come back on up, reach to the sky. Take your hands at prayer, Anjali Mudra. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, twist. Get the elbows stacked, straighten the right leg out. If you want more, you can open your arms up. forget to breathe. Think crescent. Inhale, come up, reach to the sky. And remember what we did before. We think chair, then you step the right foot to meet the left. Utkatasana. Guess what we're going to do? Sit a little deeper in some breath of fire. Big inhale. All exhales. Big inhale. Exhale, fold straighten the legs. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, step back to the top of a push-up and pause in plank pose. So we're gonna lift the right foot up and bend the right knee, so it's like a little scorpion tail. And really fold your right heel towards your right glute. Now take your right knee out to the right. Lower the right knee so it almost touches the floor, then take it out to the right. Lower it till almost touches the floor, then out to the right, up and down on your own. This is a plank variation of fire hydrant, so you get the benefit of really strengthening your core and upper body while firing the glutes. Switch sides, set the right foot down, lift the left foot up, bend the left knee, take the left knee out to the left, lower and lift. Set the left foot next to right, downward facing dog. Let's lower the knees to the floor, so you're in tabletop. Extend the right leg behind you, bend the knee again, fold the heel to the butt. Take the right knee out to the right, lower the knee an inch from the floor, then take it out to the right, lower and lift up and down on your own. Try to keep the weight evenly distributed in the hands. So now we're doing like the traditional fire hydrant. Firing everything today, guys. Core muscles, your glute muscles, upper body. Now hold the right knee out to the right. I want you to do big circles circling forward and back. Forward and back. Keep those arms straight. I'm sure you're already feeling it at this point. How are you doing, Camille? Reverse the circle. Let's meet with the right knee still out to the right, hovering high. Do little circles forward and back. Oh, it's not over. Little circles in the opposing direction. Set it down. Oh, goodness. Extend the left leg back, bend the knee, fold the heel, take the left knee out to the left, lower it an inch from the floor, then out to the left, up and down on your own. It's actually so beneficial to have strong glute muscles. It helps support our back. It has so many things that keep us upright and strong through life. Let's hold the knee out to the left. You're going to do big circles forward and back. Reverse the circle. And keep the left knee out to the left. You can do little circles, but try to keep the knee high. Reverse the circles. You know people are feeling it when they start slowing down a lot. Lower the knee down, tuck the toes, find downward facing dog. Big inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the peak. Out of your mouth. Lift the right leg up. Lunge the right foot between the hands. Back heel's going to turn down. Lead the left arm, find warrior two. Now, let's place your right forearm on top of the right quad. Turn the left hand down, reach over your head. Find reversed warrior, go all the way up and back. Place the right forearm on the right quad. Left arm reaches overhead. Back and forth on your own, just like that. So you're going reversed warrior, then modified side angle. You set the tone, you set the pace. I think I need to get some brownies. They were raw cacao brownies. Let's meet in our warrior two. We'll place our right hand down on the outside of the right shin and calf. Turn the left hand down, reach overhead. We're going to do one long hold near to slow it down. Look to press the outer right leg against the inner right arm. Yep. That's going to help scoop that right sit bone under and turn the chest. Think reversed warrior, and on an inhale, come all the way up and back. Then exhale, windmill the hands down. Let's get out of there. Step back to a plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. You can bend the knee and open the hip if you want. Lunge the foot between the hands. Back heel's going to turn down. Lead with the right arm. Find a warrior two. So we widen the stance a lot. You want the left thigh parallel with the floor. Then we set our left forearm down on the left quad, turn the right hand down, reach overhead, then find reversed warrior, go all the way up and back. You know how this goes. Tick-tocking back and forth with no association to the social media company. And then we're going to meet in a warrior two from wherever you are. We'll place the left hand down on the outside of the left shin and calf. We turn the right hand down, reach overhead. We want that left shin bone jetting a little bit further out than the left arm, and then press the left leg against the left arm. We breathe. How's it going, everybody? Pretty good? I hope so. Think reversed warrior, and on an inhale, come all the way up and back. Then exhale, windmill the hands down, step back, let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through your nose, hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Keep your feet where they are. Walk your hands to your feet to the back of your space. Take an inhale and glance out. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees so that your butt is the same level as your knees. But keep your chest on your quads. Now reach your arms down the ribs. Keeping your chest on your thighs, I want you to reach your arms forward. Keep your knees bent how they are. On an inhale, lift your chest as far away from the bent knees as you can now. Oh, goodness. Hello. Big inhale. Exhale, fold and straighten the legs. Open your feet wide to the edges of your mats. Take an inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees so that your butt is the same level as your knees. And I want you to start kind of wiggling your ribs and everything between your inner knees and thighs. You want to crouch low and then pinch your ribs with your inner thighs. Now reach your arms forward. You may need to adjust according to your torso. A lot of people call this bear pose in different exercise modalities. I think because people get angry like a bear in this pose. Keep your knees bent. Peel your chest as far away from the bent knees as you can. I know it's working when Camille's face is red. Take a big inhale. Exhale, fold and straighten the legs. Keep your feet wide. Walk your hands halfway out to a down dog. Take your right hand, reach it under and across, and grab your outer left ankle. Right hand, outer left ankle. Breathe. Switch sides. It's always moments of intensity followed by moments of relief, reprieve. Left hand back. Bring your feet in hips width. Find your full down dog. Let's drift to a plank. Let's lower to your belly. Reach your arms down your ribs. Palms will face down. Lift your right leg up and extend it further back. Set it down. Lift the left leg up, stretch it further back, set it down. Now I want you to spin your inner thighs to the sky. That means your heels will move a little bit away from each other. Now start to press your tailbone towards the yoga mat, and then you should feel your pubic bone driving into the floor. That's what you want, so we're no longer dumping in the low back. And then inhale, lift your chest, head, arms, and legs. Bend your knees, reach back, catch your ankles, drive the shin bones back, lift the chest more. Dhanurasana. Take a big inhale. Then exhale, set it all down. Let's roll onto your back. Just flip over. Bend your knees, set your feet on the floor, heels to the butt, plant the palms, lift the hips, bridge pose. You can interlace your fingers underneath the back, tuck the upper arm bones underneath you. If you want more, you can take upward bow Urdhva Dhanurasana as an alternate. Take an inhale, lift a little more, then exhale, come on down, hug the knees to the chest. Release your left leg out, only hug the right knee in, send your right arm out to the right, look to the right, twist the right knee across the body to the left. I like to scoot the left hip back a little bit so you get deeper into the low spine. Hug the right knee into your chest. Release it next to left. Hug the left knee into your chest. Send the left arm out to the left. Look to the left, twist the left knee to the right. Maybe scoot the right hip back a little. Hug the left knee into your chest. Hug both knees into your chest. Stay happy, baby. Arms go split between your legs. Catch the outer edge of the feet. Pull the knees down by the ribs. Feet are wider than hips. Hug the knees to the chest. Place your forehead onto your knees. Take a very big inhale. Hold your breath. Squeeze everything into one tight little ball. And then let it all go. Sprawl open. Shavasana. You made it. Saraswati Devam Gauravani Pracharini Nirvasesha Sanyavadi Raskachari Sitarini Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasudeva Guru Bhaktivinoda Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Adi Priye Nama Om Vishnu Pradaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namine. Together, take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Let it go. Look at your fingers, your toes. Bring movement back to the body. And with your eyes still shut, roll over to whatever side you like. With your eyes still closed, come up to seated. Sit up tall, take your hands at prayer in front of your heart. Follow your breath. Let's bow our head. Namaste.